Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 5:30, after an officer-involved shooting in Lexington over the weekend, 2 officers are on administrative assignment.
We'll have a live update on that. Also on WKYT, a Madison County man is behind bars after Lexington police say they arrested him on drug charges in a motel room with a child.
And we're tracking a developing story this morning. A burglar has stolen hundreds of dollars from a Lexington business. These stories in breaking news as it happens on WKYT This Morning.
Well, good morning and welcome to WKYT This Morning. Hope you had a nice weekend and you're ready to go here on this Thanksgiving week. We'll have some issues with the weather, it looks like. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Seems like after that really cold snap, didn't know how to take the warm weathers, but hey, warm weathers.
Well,
you know what I'm saying.
All you have to do is wait. It changes back.
Right.
It sounds like as we head into this week. Here's meteorologist Micah Harris in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, we're looking outside and I don't see many things happening. It looks pretty good. Dry start. And also some gusty winds already this morning. When you step outside, you will feel a big-time surge of mild air. It feels really, really good. Frankfurt is 60 degrees, 59 there in Richmond. As you can see across the region, no matter where you look, we're in the 50s and 60s. Now watch this. Go throughout the day. We'll drop our temperatures right there in the lower 50s by 4 p.m. But watch from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Boom, it really drops off the map. 39 degrees there by the evening, and then we'll start to clear some things on out. Tuesday will be a dry day and actually a pretty nice day. It'll be chilly. And nonetheless, we're all paying attention toward Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because that is when it gets very active. And I'll go over that latest forecast coming up to you in just a few minutes.
Micah, thank you. Here's the latest from WKYT News. After an officer-involved shooting this weekend in Lexington, we're learning more about the officers and the man they shot.
The police chief says officers Wesley Farley and Christopher Mason are on administrative assignment after the shooting. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from the Lexington Police Station with the latest on the investigation.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. We've learned that this morning that the man who was accused of trying to run down 2 Lexington police officers with a truck was arrested last month in Scott County on several charges, including fleeing or evading police. Now, according to the detention center, 22-year-old Joseph Kilburn bonded out of jail on October 31st. Not long after, there was a warrant out for his arrest for failing to appear in court, but police tell us he didn't turn up until early Sunday morning in Lexington. Investigators say around 4:30 a.m., officers Wesley Farley and Christopher Mason walked by Berea Christian Church off Ironworks Pike. They saw what they believed was a drug deal. When the officers approached the 2 vehicles in the parking lot, police say the driver of the car took off, but the driver of the truck, Joseph Kilburn, started speeding toward the officers.
In attempts to stop the approaching vehicle and protect their lives, the officers fired shots to stop the threat. The driver of the vehicle was struck.
Police are not saying how many times the officers fired. We're told Kilburn was conscious when he was rushed to the hospital, but investigators are not releasing where he was hit or how seriously he is hurt. The 22-year-old is charged with 2 counts of wanton endangerment and 1 count of fleeing or evading. Officers Farley and Mason are both on administrative assignment while police investigate. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. We're following a developing story right now in Lexington this morning. Police telling us that someone broke into the Complete Automotive Repair store on Palumbo Drive around 4 o'clock just a bit ago. They say someone stole hundreds of dollars in cash from the store's office. The burglar got into the store by smashing out the glass of the front door.
A Madison County man is behind bars this morning after Lexington police arrested him for drug possession.
Police arrested Michael Jones in a motel room with a child. WKYT Sean Moody is live near the Super 8 motel with the latest on that case. Sean, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Police arrested Jones here at the Super 8 after they said they found him passed out on a bed with drugs and a child sleeping in the room. Lexington police say they were called out to help Madison County Social Services around 10:40 on Friday night. Police say a woman who had the room rented let officers in. Inside that room, police say they found Michael Jones passed out on a bed with a needle and plastic baggie with pills inside. On the next bed, police say they found a child asleep. They say that child was unattended and in danger of physical injury. Police have charged Jones with wanton endangerment, possession of a controlled substance, and drug paraphernalia. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Sean. Football players in Jefferson County could soon be a little bit more safe on the field. Norton Healthcare offered the district a $150,000 grant to help pay for more than 200 helmets. Last month, we told you about our investigation into football helmet safety across the state. In a rating system for helmets, we learned 5 stars means they are capable of taking a hit, and fewer stars are for less satisfactory helmets. The Courier-Journal reports the district had many 2-star helmets, but the new helmets are 4 stars. The board's expected to vote today on whether or not to accept the grant.
Our time is 5:35 on WKYT. State troopers have arrested a bus driver who they say was driving around high school students while under the influence. Police arrested 46-year-old Holly Brown of Louisville in Washington County. They say an off-duty Anderson County deputy called in to report Brown. Troopers caught up with her at a restaurant off Kentucky 555. She had been driving a bus full of students and chaperones with the Elliott County High School. Brown was charged with a DUI as well as wanton endangerment and some other charges.
New research has found that coal operations in eastern Kentucky account for most of the top 10 highest unpaid health and safety fines nationwide. This is according to our partners at the Herald Leader. Mine Safety and Health News and National Public Radio analyzed the information. They found the mine owner with the most unpaid penalties was Horace Gill of Virginia. He operated D&C mining in Harlan County, which is now abandoned. K&D Mining and Orion Resources were 2 other affected mines.
A grand jury is set to reconvene today to discuss the fate of a Ferguson, Missouri police officer who was shot and killed, who shot and killed an unarmed teenager. CNN is reporting that local officials say if the grand jury decides today to indict Officer Darren Wilson, the official announcement of that decision could come soon after. Previously, officials had planned to announce it 2 days after the decision. The officer shot and killed Michael Brown back in August, leading to mass riots in the town of Ferguson 4 days thereafter.
A teenager acquitted on charges of killing his stepbrother last year is back in jail. U.S. Marshals and Louisville police captured Josh Young. Earlier last week, Young did not show up to a court on a probation violation. Police arrested him on Woodgate Lane in the Hikes Point area. He's scheduled to be back in court December 15th. In Gallatin County, Kentucky State Police dealt with a deadly crash over the weekend. They say 62-year-old Terry Bush was traveling north on I-71 near Sparta when she hit an icy spot on a bridge. Her car went off the road, flipping into the median. Police say Bush was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the car.
Kentucky Senator Rand Paul says he wants Congress to declare war against ISIS. Paul said in his proposal he would limit military action to 1 year and restrict ground operations. He called for conservatives to support a war declaration because conservatives should be more consistent, he says, in their criticism of the president's executive orders. Administration officials say current operations are covered by existing laws. Senator Paul's proposals would limit the president's control of military forces under those regulations.
A Morgan County woman convicted of killing her father and setting fire to his home will find out her prison sentence today. Shelby Conley was convicted of the crime back in August of 2011. The 19-year-old was charged with murder and arson in the death of her father, Donald Conley. Police say Conley shot and killed her father with the help of a friend, Chris Lovely.
Deputies in Laurel County have arrested 5 more people this weekend in the November to Remember drug roundup. 3 of the 5 are charged with trafficking in meth. Another person is charged with possession of meth, and a 5th faces hindering prosecution or apprehension charges. All 5 are now at the Laurel County Detention Center. It's been closed for decades, and now a group from Estill County is trying to save the Mack Theater in Irvin.
The theater used to be one of the biggest attractions in town, but now it's only used really for storage. The building has been closed since 1993. The River City Players want to turn the theater into a multi-purpose arts center, but they'll need thousands of dollars to do that. It'll take $75,000 to buy that building. That'll include all of the original elements of the theater, like 2 projectors from the 1940s. Those trying to save the theater say it will benefit the community.
We hope to have here a community center and a venue for community events, theater, all types of performance art.
Organizers say it'll cost $500,000 to renovate the building after they purchase it.
Well, good luck to them with that. Well, the Thanksgiving coming up, the First Baptist Church of London is fighting hunger in their community and abroad. At their service Sunday morning, church members hoped to raise $100,000 to give to local and international charities. And they surpassed that goal by raising $106,000.
It's an awesome feeling, but in the same sense, we know that it's nothing that we've done. It's been a God thing.
Organizers say all of the donations came from church members. They didn't do any outside fundraising.